Hello everybody, you're back at Stock Picks by Tim, and I'm going to talk about a bunch of stocks today. I'm going to talk about Ozsc, Ford, Intel, bngo, CleanSpark, Indi, Workhorse, and Aquestive Therapeutics. So pretty much all the stocks I've talked about on this channel so far, and I'm just going to talk about kind of a market recap, go over how the day went, as well as a piece of information for Ford that you want to keep on your lookout. But if you get any value out of this, guys, hit the like and subscribe. I do appreciate it, of course, and let's get into this video. You can see here that the SPY is down, the Dow is down, and yeah, it's been a kind of flat day. And looking at the Russell is down as well. So first, everybody, I'm going to show you Ozsc, and the day here was exactly flat, ended at 0%. So nothing really major to talk about. Kind of looks like a little bit of barcoding. So, penny stocks overall I don't think did very well, and a lot of the stocks in my portfolio did pretty poorly, with a few exceptions. And one of those exceptions being Indi. Now, Indi actually closed 3.8% higher, and we're at right now at 11.13. So we're at new highs, at least in the last 3 months. And we've just been rallying here. Now, I personally am going to wait for a cool down. I have a fully built out position in Indi, so I'm not in any rush to pick up more shares. The RSI is bouncing from overbought down, so we'll see kind of what happens there in the next few days. But just keep Indi on your radar, guys. I am looking around like I think the $10 might be our new support, around $10 I'm hoping. Might become our new, our previous resistance might hopefully become our new support. And keeping the semiconductor theme running, we've got Intel here, and we're just slightly up on the day. Really nothing to talk about. Just traded mostly sideways the whole day, but I think it is definitely an overlooked semiconductor play. Now, quickly getting into some news here, we've got Ford actually hiring a former Tesla executive known for his involvement in the development of the Model 3. He was also part of Apple and part of the division that where they were thinking about building the Apple car. At Ford, at least, he will oversee the embedded software and hardware division, which will have him leading the development on the BlueOval intelligence stack. Now, looking at what the BlueOval is, it's actually a part of the Ford Plus plan. It's a cloud-based next generation platform that integrates a bunch of systems, including power distribution, electrical, software, computing, all into connected Ford and Lincoln vehicles. So it allows you to do over-the-air updates and generate revenue from connected services. So this would be potentially software as a service as well. Or, if someone wants something, they can pay like a month-to-month deal. And now, another thing to take note, I'm not sure if this is true and gonna happen, but Ford believes that it can surpass Tesla's number of connected vehicles by next summer and reach 33 million by 2028. And BlueOval Intelligence is actually a suite of features that integrates technology from Amazon, Google, Baidu, and Apple. To name just a few, it helps reduce the warranty costs and quickly fix quality issues through over-the-air updates, capable of deploying new features like Blue Cruise, Ford's hands-free highway driver assist technology, which actually I believe GM is suing them for Blue Cruise just because of the Chevy Cruise. But you can check on that. That's just like something I heard a while ago. And getting back to stock prices, we've got bngo, which traded downwards to 1%. And it was trying to hit that $6 mark, very, very close to that $6 mark. And it tried one more time and dumped after that. And we are just slightly down on that. I actually really like bngo in the low $5 range right now. I'm still not picking it up. I do have quite a portion of bngo. It's a little heavy on my portfolio, so that's one reason that I'm not planning on buying more currently. If it drops a little bit more, I'd probably consider selling a put, which would I would want to sell one at the $5 mark, which that would enable me to buy 100 shares if it hits that strike price of $5, which is a very, very, it seems like it doesn't happen. At least I'll show you right here. Last time we hit the $5 mark was in May. Now, we almost hit it here. That's why I'm saying we damn near got to it, and it just bounced right off. A $5 put, in my eyes, selling a $5 put would be a very easy way, in my opinion, for some passive income. And if you do get hit and assigned, well, hey, you get another 100 shares of bngo. So if you're a bngo bull, that's one potential way to play it. And that's actually one way that I like to pick up shares, is I like to sell puts And if one happens to go through, well, hey, you have 100 shares now. It's a good tactic to also get some passive income. And that's all I've got for you here for bingo. Now getting into CleanSpark, the day we had, man, we went from 14.72 down to 13.76. Almost lost $1, but it did run up in the morning. I think all of this, what happened here, is due to the crypto little micro crash we had because of issues with El Salvadorian government and just glitches in the system according to them. And for me, that was a buying opportunity. I did buy a little bit of Bitcoin today, as well as some Cardano. I didn't buy Ethereum because I'm still kind of heavy on Ethereum. But that's what I did with that. And as for CleanSpark, let's look at some lines here. Now here's the 3-month, and looking at it, here's the support levels I drew from previous video. And we hit that base, jumped right back up, came back up from this one. Seems like we're trying to consolidate anywhere from around the 1350 range. So somewhere around these here, I feel like we're going to consolidate. We might be in for a slight little drop. I kind of doubt it. I mean, it seems to be like really liking to trade in the low teens. So for me though, Bitcoin, CleanSpark, crypto in general, to me is a long-term hold. And that's how I look at this investment, as a long-term investment. Sure, you've got your day trades, your swing trades. I don't think CleanSpark personally for me is one of them. And for me, I plan on riding this one out into the sunset. Now we're getting towards the end. I have Workhorse here for you, and this is actually one of the stocks that did okay. A 2% gain here. We had a nice little rally in the beginning of the market. Started selling off noontime and just kind of traded sideways in the end. Now Workhorse definitely has quite a Reddit following. People are very interested in the short interest of that one. And from this site here, Workhorse is actually placed in number 3 with a 38% float shorted. But the float is quite large. We've got 113 million float. So they're still up there in the short interest stocks. They aren't the top like they were a while ago. But now we actually have support.com as a heavily shorted stock. Wow. I'm gonna have to do a little dive into that one and see what's going on there. Notice Big Fives has been on the top of this list as well. Got quite some interesting names here. Lordstown, Nikola, Archimoto, Smile Direct. But yeah, if you guys have another stock in mind that you'd like me to cover, it doesn't have to be something heavily shorted. It could be anything. I'm definitely interested in, I love talking about stocks. I love researching them. So if you guys have any suggestions for a new stock to talk about, preferably something that other big YouTubers aren't talking about. I don't want people to start accusing me of jumping on someone else's stocks or anything like that. I try to stay in my own lane here. And as for the final stock, that was actually a viewer mentioned stock. We're going to go into Aquestive Therapeutics. And now the day we had was slightly negative, not much to talk about here. Had a nice beginning, little tiny rally, and then kind of cooled off at the end. But looking at the 1 month, this thing it seems to be consolidating up here in the 4s. So I'm hoping it just maybe consolidates a little bit more and then goes to the upside. Now what I did for this one was I actually did buy a call, and I have a few months on this one. So I figured, screw it, this is kind of my lottery play here. I'm going to just go with it, and if I lose the money, that's totally fine. I'm okay with losing the money on this one. I'm aware that it is completely hinging on the FDA decisions coming up in the future. So for that one, it's a polarized stock. You're either going to get some money or you're not, but that's just how I'm playing this one. And that just about wraps up my market recap here, guys. Talked about most all the stocks I've talked about on this channel so far. Just letting you know how they did in the market. And if you like this kind of a formula or this kind of a format for my video, leave a like and subscribe or comment what you think. I might kind of do it like this maybe once or twice a week from now on. Just go over all the stocks, how they did, and maybe do like a weekly update on the stocks that I talk about. But thanks again, guys. I will see you on the next one, and I hope you have a good rest of your trading week.